40 seconds to bell. So we got 35 likes. We got Mamba, Blair, Forexiling, D-Sign, Ramen, KW, SC, Robotic. We got other members, Mighty Goat, Mike R, Ridge, Robbie, Blair, Frank, Mache down in Argentina, I believe. If you're a God-fearing man, it's time now to pray that we don't go red. If you don't believe in God, then now's the time to hit the pipe. Okay, here we go. I'm kind of nervous.
Market is open.
Market is open. I knew that was going to rip. Ripped right into a halt up. With 450 shares, I made 200 bucks. I liked the Philly cheese. It was clean. All right. Well, it looks like you had an aftermarket hood, which was nice. Like carbon fiber or something. Nice. So unfortunately, had I taken, 3,000 shares, they'd be up like $2,000. Only four. I made a lot of money. It was a big one. 594 out at 640. So that's what? I guess that's only like 46, 47 cents. But man, 3,000 shares, that would have been 1,500 bucks. And the resumption's looks like it's going to be a high resumption. So it's a way better start than yesterday already. I can tell you that much. Feels a little bit better than yesterday. I gotta set my timer. I can't take that many orders today. Let's see if we get this back up towards 832. I have a good dip entry here that's slightly looking positive. I want to add to it if things start to look good. I don't know, it's shaking around, but I'll get ready to punch 2,700. Shoot. There we go. I want to see this back up to 830. I'm going to sell it up there. Looks like a flat resumption on Vanny, possibly. Want the breakthrough 832, possibly to VWAP. Gotta cut it. Out of caution. We'll wait for the next candle. Getting in late again. Slow exit there. I would have wanted that to rip through there. I don't want to get a rapid fire warning. I've never heard of such a thing, but I guess it's a real thing. Looks like the resumption on Vandy might be just flat. $30. This will resume here shortly. Wow, Vanny. Ah, shoot. This thing's not the strongest. It's got volatility, but we're not seeing that mega rip that we're used to. I could have made a little bit more money on it, but oh well. Got most of my money back that I lost yesterday. That's the best part. Vanny kind of turned into a dud. Is IXAHL going to just do what IFBD did yesterday? Let me get this over. This is kind of slows me down. This is not really a pullback. This is more of like a sell-off, in my opinion. It's gone a little bit too far for a pullback. Oh, I got stuck in a halt down. It looks like it might fall. Oh, I got out. Thankfully, I got out. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't be coughing in the mic. I got pulled out of that one. See, that's a great example of, I didn't even know the halt. I didn't think the halt level was that soon. So it's kind of goofy because some stocks, they move this big range before they halt. Some other stocks, they move just a little bit and they get halted. And I'm just like, man. So we're up $1,400. That's basically yesterday's entire loss. You know, this is why I get so frustrated with myself when I just blow up and I trade all day long. when there's no point. Just come back the next day for this easy money. Ah, shoot. Ah, shoot. It was failing. I had to cut it. Oh, taking a bigger loss there. Careful with this one. 487. The range on this is really great. Halt down on Vanny, 465. See, if it doesn't pop right away, I want to get out. So it's holding there. So I'm going to try to go for, you know, a bounce off the lows and then back up through some of these levels. As you know, we tried that on IFBD yesterday and we got smoked. So APLT, what's the float on it? 42 mil. That's too bad. Yeah, I got to probably let this one go. Let's see if it bounces up here. No. Well, my executions today a little bit lagged. A little bit lagged. Yeah, I heard a lot of people did well on VKTX yesterday. What's the float on this? What's the float? Oh, 40 million. That kind of reminds me of SOUN. Hey, where are you going? Oh, I bought high. I want this to really rip here to 570. There we go. Where are you going? I probably got out a little early on this one. See, in the hotter market, we were able to get those things to like really open up right there, but now we're not. See how Heaven is doing. Is he streaming? We got 60 likes already, guys. Thank you, thank you. Size down to 900 because I'm buying high here, sure enough. I'll try to hold it for my original target of 570. Yeah, that's going to come down. IXHL is done. I'm glad to have gotten, you know, 900 bucks out of there. APLT, not a huge fan, if I was to be transparent and honest. Yeah, you can join the Discord. It's free. We do have a members only Discord, which is not free. And it's growing. Is Vanny a little higher float? 26 million yet is a little higher float. Ah, shoot. I wanted a dip. Taking a massive loss there. So that sucks. Try to get refocused. Seems like we have a hidden buyer propping it here, probably trying to get it through 570. I'm going to try for the target of 570. That's where it should have taken off, and it didn't. So you can see how that very quickly, right after I bail out, it drops. You'll get better at recognizing, like, oh, it should have went there. You'll find yourself saying that. You'll be like, if it was going to work like I thought, it would have already went. Back to 1566. Shoot. I don't want to do, I don't want to lose what I got. Tell you that much. How am I at orders? I want to keep my orders light today. I've been kind of high on my orders. Yesterday I messed up. 283, 70 likes. Good job. Secret to following your max? Just do it. Yesterday you said today. Today you say tomorrow. Anybody remember that Shia LaBeouf thing? A-Dill? Still think we might get a bounce. This is already doing better than IFBD did yesterday, even though it's very similar. At least we're getting some green. And it's hard to get a stock to do the same thing back to back. So the chances of Vanny just selling off like IFBD yesterday, I feel, is kind of low. Doesn't mean it's not going to try, but I think shorts could get pinched. Oh. I got to cut it. I took a big loss there. Shoot. So usually that's a decent entry, but I jumped in too soon, and now I'm going to be jumping in too late. Shoot, gave back almost $800. Oh, and I had the right idea. Look at there, 518. A-Dill. I do see A-Dill. Looks like it's halted. I'm guessing Heaven's up like 55 grand. That's right up his alley, that price. This, I messed up. Messed up on this garbage. Now I only have 2,000. I was pushing 3,000 there for a little bit. BYND, Miklo says. Some of you guys like those larger floats, huh? I got a nice scalp there in A-Dill. $194. It's already at the halt level. There's no reason for me to buy here. Halt level moves to 212. By the time I even have a chance to go do anything about it. Lost $80 there. I'm still thinking we might get a double bottom type deal here on this one. If we can just catch even a little bit. A-Dill. Really? Really? All right, let's take a gander here. Sometimes we get really strong pushes off the lows here, but there we go. It makes me so mad I didn't hold. Makes me really mad. I'll just take it there. What? What? A dill. A dill is a big deal. I'm not so sure I want to come to A dill. It's a little cheaper stock, but 5 minutes extended. Wow, the spread and the spread on this is like quite big for a $2 stock. I gotta cut it. I regret coming over to this stock. I regret coming to this stock now. That bid drops out pretty nastily. I can't believe I'm red on this. I mean, I took the right entry, but then I didn't take the profit and it flushed and I just stopped out. Kidding me? Kidding me? Gotta cut it. Down 458 on this. Wow. That's a huge change in P&L. That's a huge change in P&L. Shoot. Man, now I don't want to buy it. That sucks. It's nothing worse than screwing up the front side and then the stock dies. And you can't, nothing you can do about it. Yeah, these higher floats grind. We saw the same kind of pattern yesterday on SOUN. Yeah, I'm just bailing on that. That thing just was nothing. I apologize. APLT sucks. Okay, I'm gonna get back in on Vanny. Clearly, that's the one where I'm making my money. Adil, I'm a little bit pissed about. Possible short pinch here up to like 520. Ah, that's not a good sign. Yeah, 10,000 shares seller. I had to cut it. We got 2.8. Ah, 2.8. I had 3.5 there for a bit. We'll see how Heaven did. He usually kills on those ones. Yeah, I missed the dip. Oh, wow. Shoot. Trying to see if we get the breakthrough 5 here. Oh, that just made my toes curl. Oh, that just made my toes curl. Big time. Oh, man. I need to get better at just pulling the trigger when I see it. Totally missed it. Ah. Freaking Adele screws me over. Of course. Typical. Looking for a possible breakout here. Yeah, that's 458 bucks on Adil. Oh, freaking heck. What am I doing, bro? I'm screwing up. Taking it. Get rid of Adil. I don't want to see Adil again in my life. Ah, it's getting a little extendy. IXHL. Part of me believes I'm going to come back and get IXHL. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of got a bottom. I can see that being a play. You know, possibly a curl here. What we can go ahead and do is just go live with Parker and stay there with them. Yeah, this thing's coming all the way back to this little extended support line. Part of me wants to try to make my money back in this garbage. I mean, even despite some of the losses we've taken today, we're still up 3.2, so that's a win. Bets? Yep. Bets. What was the float on bets? Oh, is it a micro float? Yep, bets. That's a good call. Bets was that stock we were talking about. That's complete garbage. Saw a huge bid there. Hopefully it's not a spoof. Feels like a spoof. Feels like a fake order. That should have ripped. Ah. Oh. Nice call. Break at 550 question mark? Yeah. It looks like we could get a short squeeze on this. We got a lot of big orders on the bid for some reason. I'm not going to hold into any halt. It's against my rules. Keeps disconnecting, Victor. I don't know. What's disconnecting? Your girlfriend? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So this is halted up. Wow. Nice call out on bets there. Nice little breakout micro float. I'm an idiot. I just lost like 300 bucks. 7 times 2.7, 160 bucks. Bets was really going well there. Like what daily level do we have at the highs to make this stop? I had five. Understand 5. You know, we could be looking at $17 a share in bets. I mean, that's kind of the next big pivot I see is this sucker up here at 18.50, but that might not be what we get today. Okay, let's get back to this stupid thing, Vanny. Got like a 2-bar 5-minute pullback, but it's not like any sort of crazy incredible pattern. Oh wow. Oh, a dill. It was working for a second, then I got smoked. Mm. 515. Got to cut it there at 506. Fortunately, I should have just sold it all at 515. A deal, I'm taking off my list completely. Don't even want to look at it, touch it. I lost way too much money on that. I would be up $6,000 right now if it wasn't for that stupid thing. Rip up through 540 on this. According to the 5-minute chart, we'll see if it starts to go up or down. It looks like it's starting to go down. Possible short pinch here. Just dumping it. Should have already went. Bets, I didn't even see the resumption on it. It kind of looks like I'm happy that I'm not in it. Looks like it kind of was a brutal resumption, possibly. I don't know. Let me know. Hmm. 139 orders. Five-minute doesn't look so great on bets. Got a dub pattern here on the 1 minute. 5 minutes, okay. Yeah, it's failing. I think people are on to bets. $5.40 is back in mind target. Mm. 40,000 share bid. That was a spoof order. I'm almost sure of it. It's a spoof. Somebody spoofed us with that fake 40,000 because I don't think he filled. He just disappeared. He knew what he was doing because, normally we would grind up there more. Shoot. Oh, that sucks. I got filled quite low. I could have got this dip here on that. This is just such a stark difference from yesterday, and which is why it's so frustrating that I screwed around yesterday with that garbage. Get 83 likes. I'm not sure why you're disconnecting. I would reset the browser or reset your internet. It seems like bets is coming down. Hollow. That's a maybe. I didn't trade VKTX yesterday. I feel like my mouse is just a little laggy on the screen. Oh, wow. There it does go. That's what it does. And do you drive a truck? No, I drive a 4Runner. A lot of you guys do drive trucks, apparently. Truck squad. This popped up a lot nicer than I thought it would. 450 to 5 in 3 minutes. That's pretty good. With relative stability, that's pretty good. You know, just because the stock makes a big move doesn't mean it was good. If it makes a big move, but it was just like the spreads were like $5 a share, then, you know, that's probably not a trade that you really want to take. It's not really a stock you want to trade. You want to trade where there's potential, but there's also protection. Protection from predatory algorithms, from market makers, from, you know, manipulation or whatever. And that's why you want to trade where the crowd is, because wherever the crowd is, you're gonna there's gonna be a little bit extra layer of safety in the form of a liquidity, volume, retail trader interest. If that makes sense. But still yet, day trading is risky. Still yet. My platform just seems a little buggy. 526, we might get a little bit of a stretch on this. It should have went already in my mind. Here we go. We'll try here. I don't know. This thing's getting kind of ridiculous. I'm just going to sell.
Can't really remember any details, but it was scary because my face was.
Did you get it fixed? No? Hollow is taken off, yeah. Holo. It always makes it seem like it's like a Star Wars ticker. I don't know. It's lighter volume. It's a lighter volume day. Sometimes those can give the illusion of strength, which they are moving up higher, but there's not liquidity. There's not. Hold on. That's a bottoming tail. Added big here. This might be a mistake. I had to cut it. That should have ripped already. That's a pretty nice bottoming tail. You go from 480 to 510. That's 30-cent move. I took big share size up here pretty high, and it just wasn't ripping. And I wanted to hold it, but yeah, I had to cut it. Luckily, with some profit. I think I pissed him off. I'm sorry. Still think we could get the rip through 526. It just seems like it wants to. You gotta cut that. The 15, I'm also got an eye on the 15-minute chart on Vanny, and that kind of looks like we got a potential run here coming up to the upside. Probably short-lived, followed by probably a big flush, but oh yeah, I watched Drake and Josh. It was Zoe back in my day. It was Zoe 101, Drake and Josh. That's So Raven. Drake and Josh. And then as I got older, then iCarly came out. I watched, but that was more on my tail end. So I had older siblings, so I kind of always had to watch shows that were older than, or made for older audiences than what my age was. My girlfriend says that's why I know so much. Because when I should have been watching Nickelodeon, I was watching the History Channel, because that's what my brother liked to watch. You know, instead of watching cartoons, I was watching. Hollow's going. Is somebody killing it on Hollow? Ha ha ha. Come on, baby. Yes. Ha ha ha. Get ready for the 526 break. Come on, give it to me, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Ah, shoot. You dirty bat. Come on, baby. My sister walks away. She knows this is bad. Come on. I gotta bail on that. That's just too much. I'm stressing too much on that. The engines were revving, but we were hitting a wall. You know, we weren't ripping up. So that's resistance. That's what we call resistance. How do we know if a stock is going to drop? We don't. No one knows the future, but we can take guesses. How can we guess? I hate when people say no. How did you know it was going to go up? I didn't know anything. I took a guess. I used my, gosh darn it, I used my imagination. And then, you know, some people are offended by it. I'm like, look, I'm telling it to you straight, buddy. You signed up because you wanted me to teach you something radically different than what the other gurus are doing. And so you're mad that I don't sound like the other gurus. It's like my course may not look like other courses, but that's the point. That's why I think it's so effective. Again, day trading is risky. And just simply buying my classes is not going to just take you to extreme profitability. Trading. Hey, listen to this. Trading sisters should still trade. I listened to 69 Mets on the radio in 6th grade. Excuse me while I get a knee replacement. Pretty quick. Zoe 101, Drake and Josh, Ned's Survival Guide. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Thank you, Alejandro. Ned's Survival Guide. Remember that one. There was another one. There was like, it was Phil the Wizard or something. Talk about happier times. Before all this drama. Zoe 101, yeah. Then it was so scandalous when she got pregnant. I thought it was such a scandalous thing. But I was also like 8 years old. It was more of actually a fantasy, really. Anyways, moving forward, I don't want to look at my P&L because this is the point in time where I start to trade the P&L, and then I start to get screwed over. If you start to trade that P&L, that's, yesterday I was trading the P&L hard, so I over traded. I wasn't trading with logic and what was in front of me. I was trading garbage, and I do understand we had a couple opportunities yesterday, but at the end of the day, I was trading garbage, and it was just because I didn't want to finish red. I don't know the halt level on this one. I'm going to stay out of hollow. I think. I'm about to crack over 7,000 on the day. That's a good fill. Well, we get to squeeze through 526 here. See, we're just running into issues like that drop right there. I got to see a quick rebound on the buying. The buying here. We're not seeing the quick rebound on the buying, so I had to bail there with a break-even trade. Holo. You go outside, potty, Daisy? I gotta take my dog outside quick. Hey. I still have an eye on Vanny, but I felt like we should have already curled already. If it was to be the best, case scenario. It right now, it still has potential, but it's losing I bailed on that one. $120 loss. That is frustrating. I'm going to come back over to this one. I'm having better luck over here with this. Yeah, no, I'm going to stay out of this dip. This dip is a little dangerous. I feel like we've dipped too many times here. 1, 2, 3, fourth one. You know, it's like trading the third and fourth halt. This is the third. This is like the fourth dip, big dip. I see the potential in there. It's bouncing up. I might get sucked into it here. I just bailed on it. Hollow. A break of 11 on this would be nice. We have a bid here of 7-7. I'm not really putting a whole lot of emphasis on making a lot of money in this one. It's just look at the time of sales, how slow it is. Yeah, Garbo. Should even be over there. SC says Adil. Yep. Maybe I can make some of my money back. Yeah, I feel like I missed it all. I feel as if I have missed it all on that one. Let's plan for a class tomorrow. I got some things I got to get done today. It's a class I taught last week, but I forgot to record it, and I thought I had taught it before, but it was requested by Mike. It's going to be the false breakdown setup. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Of course, we already have like 5-6 hours of classes just on patterns, what I'm doing with looking for trades. We got 2 to 3 hours of time sales, and I would just challenge you to just sit down and just watch them. All the way through. Throw them on and just listen. Of course, we do have our special discount code, the Crazy Farmer Special, if you're interested. It's 33% off instead of 30. So you get with the coupon, you can pick up the course for about $400, which, if I was to be totally honest, I think that's very cheap, very cheap. But of course, we don't do the full service. We're not, as far as the one-on-ones go, we don't really. I can't promise doing those. Although, if you want to talk, reach out. But it's not a part of the $400 is the one-on-ones anymore. Oh, freaking Adil. Sitting here selling my gosh darn garbage course, and this thing's ripping to 260. And no, I don't believe it's a garbage course. That was sarcasm. Halt up 270. making a little bit of money back here. I got to get my frequency back. It's a little extended. Halt up, we're right at the halt up here, which I feel is just kind of an issue. Halt up may move up. Halt up move to 277. It's kind of was my reason to get in. Break at 270, please. That bid dropped out there. I'm going to bail on that. I should just be taking my market orders. Shoot. See. Dang. What's the update? You don't know what to do? I don't know. I don't.
But the other option is if I miss my connecting flight, then I would get to Fargo till like 10:45.
And no, the fills on this are not too bad. I'm a little frustrated with that A-Dill. I was just about to crack over 7,000 on the day, and then I get smoked. Oh. The bids, this spread on this is getting a little too crazy. Let's try to get dialed into A-Dill and get some of this money back. Sad because I had taken like 10,000 shares down here at $1.40. This thing's selling off hard. Maybe not. Let's come back to Vanny. Another day I could do well on A-Dill. I feel it's just unfortunate. We have a potential here to squeeze up through $5, in my opinion. Where are we at on orders on the day? 185. I want to keep my orders light today because I've been going above the 390. So if I could crack over 7K on the day, that would be great. And if I could do it soon, how many orders do I got? 193. Fortunately, 765. Part of me wants to take a big trade on that sucker, but part of me knows I shouldn't. We got to know if Vanny's going to flush or are we going to bounce off the lows and start running and start a run up to 550. I could have guessed that. Bets is kind of curling there. So we might get a little dip here. I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to get stuck in a big flush. $430, $475. Bets. A-Dill. I feel like A-Dill I want to come down a little bit more. But I'm not giving up on A-Dill yet. I want my money back. Ah, 80,000 shares for sale there at 490. That's gonna put a wrench in things. I'm gonna just stay out of there now. 6.7. Come on. This I